Good morning, everybody. This is Eva Colette back again with the Strangetown Let's Play. In this round, in this video, round one, we will be playing the Smith. Y'all haven't seen the Smiths yet because I did accidentally delete the footage that I had previously recorded of them. My bad. Fully own that. And they, as a result, haven't been shown yet, but it is Pollination Technician number 9. And Jenny, his wife, who is related to the Curious family, and then of course their son Johnny and their daughter Jill. Johnny, the main thing that we changed is when the Maxis scenario is low, Johnny is about to age up into an adult. Because I do have college installed, and because all of my teens do go to college, Johnny will not be becoming an adult for at least one more round. And he will be going to college first. So I did decrease his age and no birthday party had happened. Both Jill and Paul, Pollination Technician number 9, are family Sims. So there is always a chance that they may have more children. But he's an elder and she's at the older end of the spectrum for the adult Sims. So they don't have a lot of time to do that. They could end up adopting as well. We'll see what happens with that once we get in. Yeah, she wants to marry off 6 children. I may end up changing her lifetime want, honestly. Because he has 2 daughters from before he was married, he has Chloe and Lola, who are in the singles household in an adult stage. He stands a higher chance of actually having 6 children, which is also his lifetime want. But I think we're going to have to change Jenny's because she is currently 11 days from being an elder, which means that she's got 2 rounds after this one, and then she's an elder, or becomes an elder in the second round after this one. And so she just has such limited time to have children. Johnny is also 11 days from becoming an adult. We're going to lock in that college want. Like I said, I always do that. He only has 1 bolt with Ophelia Nigmos, who is his girlfriend. They are going steady. If he finds somebody he's more attracted to, it is entirely possible that they could break up, but they might not. They're an established couple. And then, of course, Jill has 4 days till she becomes a teenager. So she will be becoming a teenager on Monday evening at 6 p.m. And we will absolutely allow that. The other thing I have not done, obviously, in this household is any kind of makeovers. Just a real quick run through of this family tree. I know I already opened it once, but we've got Paul and his 4 kids. Of course, Jenny is related to all of the Curious and has now a niece and a nephew as a result of that. But she's also half-sister with Chloe and Lola, which is, we've entered red flag territory. It's not normal relationship stuff. Jenny is about to go to work. So she has a job as a nurse in the medical career. She has absolutely no career ambitions, though. So, and because Paul is a retired pollination technician, which is not an actual career in the game, he doesn't get any kind of retirement benefits, unfortunately. His clothes just feel like the 2004 Popular Boy Sporty Boy starter pack. I also might update his room slightly. That bedspread he has is not, especially given that he is a music and dance sim. He might be a little bit on the edgy side of things, I could see him wearing a black button-up and some skinny jorts or something similar. Although he is currently wearing red and orange. Bright pink, probably not it. Ooh, that feels right. There we go. And I may not make over Paul's outfit. I love the fact that he just looks like a American tourist on a cruise vacation or in Hawaii or something utterly ridiculous like that. As his retirement clothes. Because that's kind of what he's doing. His whole yard is just this doesn't exist in the desert fake green with all of these plants. It's the quintessential rich and not embracing the Southwest Phoenix backyard. I'm sorry. It just is. Anybody who's from Arizona knows exactly what I'm talking about. It does kind of crack me up as somebody from Arizona. All he needs is a fanny pack and he would be. Alright, well, we're gonna gussy him up real quick though. I might look and see if I can find him something that's even more. There we go. That's the hairstyle we were looking for. Alright. Any whoosies. They also have not started savings. And I don't believe this household because they have such limited family funds. They have A high property value, but very limited family funds. Okay, I did get them a hacked computer. But nobody here has started saving. And Jill, honestly, I'm going to let her keep her current look until she ages up into a teenager, and then we will give her a teen look. Because, you know, those Pippi Longstocking ponytails that just stick out from the sides of their head and defy all laws of physics are ridiculous, but they're absolutely a toddler or child hairstyle. I'm cool with her having that hairstyle. The school bus, it is Friday, so they can both go off to school. With Johnny being a teen, we'll probably send him to the community lot that is literally right across the street from him. Tonight when he gets, or this afternoon when he gets off school, so he can buy himself his cell phone. But yeah, standing around and just day drinking is we're gonna find you something slightly better to do. Sorry, man. It's my newspaper person just arriving at 9:30. They're usually much earlier than this. She must have gotten lost or held hostage by Olive Spectre or something. I don't know. Goodness, Paul just doesn't have anything that he wants to do. I may have him try to work on his relationship with his two older daughters. Johnny is back from school, and we're gonna Olive Spectre out there plotting evil things, take care of a couple needs real quick, and then call a taxi. Olive Spectre stole their newspaper. Oh, and it looks like Jenny's getting home from work. Yes, Jenny is getting home from work. Had to double check that I was using the right name there. And she brought a friend home. Oh, and she has a want to gain a skill point. That is a good idea. She does. I do also have her want to have a baby locked in. So I'll probably have her and Paul try to see if they can have a third child here shortly. One of the things that ACR does do is it makes their fertility go down as they get older. So it does get harder to have a baby. And she definitely needs some career or skill points for her career. So I'll probably have her do some studying. I don't know why I had him call a taxi when it is literally straight across the street. What was I thinking? I should have just clicked across the street. Silly me. Tricks are for kids. Okay, run my own business. We could really use a smart sim like you. How would you like to start working as an obituary writer level 5? You know, since she does not have a career aspiration type lifetime want, I'm gonna say yes. She's not gonna have any of the skill points she needs for this, but it'll be a pay increase. It'll be a level 5, which is hilarious. So yeah, we'll switch. I'm cool with that. I don't know how she brought him home for the medical career if he's recruiting her to be an obituary writer, but we'll have her study cooking instead. She's cool with that. Oh my gosh, Johnny, no. Don't have Ophelia come over right now. What are you doing? You little weirdo. Oh, and Jill brought a friend home from school. Yeah, that's the one I want. And there's his taxi. It's not that I object to him having his girlfriend over. It's just that the timing was incredibly poor. Did he steal his sister's desk? No, he just put his homework next to his desk. That's the choice that we want you to make when you're putting away your homework, Johnny. To put it next to your own desk. And she's not quite an A student, but she'll get there. It just runs around the entire house to go in the back door. Hilarious. And Ophelia still came over. Paul and Ophelia have met before. She's maybe gonna be his daughter-in-law. We'll find out. Leave everybody there socializing away. He is a popularity sim, correct? Correct. So he needs the superstar report. He wants to have some fun. We let him come over here play the video games. And actually, if his family had more funds, I would probably also let him get the MP3 player since he is a music and dance sim. We do try to be at least a little bit conscious of the available funds in the household. Oh my goodness. Loki and Jill Fleeg, Marion, Patty McGraw. Out here dancing away. All of them dancing solo in an incredibly interesting. Wow. Like, where did they get these dance moves for this game? They're so special. But at least Johnny's having some fun. And apparently getting social. Also, the DJ with the mullet. And I think you've spent enough time dancing badly with the neighbors, Johnny. So we're gonna have you call a taxi here. Go home. Yes, they are crazy, but you were joining in the fun. So that's a multiple people being insane thing. Thank you for pointing that out. We're just gonna go home. He's gonna go look at jewelry though. If he wanted to buy some, I would get him some, but he does not have any urge that way. So. Okay, she wants to learn homework still. That's great. That will benefit her greatly later. Where did her homework go? Oh no. Oh, there it is. I found it. It was missing in action. I found it. And then I think I'll have Paul help her with that. Assuming that he's not, no, he's just regular relaxing. There we go. We'll have you watch the Family Fun movie, not the cooking channel. What are you doing? As far as I'm concerned, Ophelia could hang out here. I suspect she does this a lot. Actually comes over and hangs out here instead of hanging out with her aunt. I love the fact that the videos feel like early YouTube videos on the Sims TV, even though this is like 5 years before YouTube actually really started. Such a funny thing. You can stop watching TV and have your dad help you with your homework now. I do try to make my families as, I don't know, Weasley-esque as possible. One of the best families in literature, in my humble opinion. Okay, she no longer wants to learn any skill points. I should have probably had her work on charisma or creativity, but instead of cooking, since cooking will just happen as they feed themselves. There's Olive Spectre wandering through our yard again, looking to see if she can steal our newspaper again. You already did that once today, Olive. Only allowed to steal the newspaper once a day. Sorry. Probably trying to see if her niece is here, which is why Ophelia was hiding in this study room? Whatever room that is. We should have her get some. There we go. That feels. Oh, I should have done something with her hair. Oh well, that hair's not terrible. And she does have a thing for green, from what we can tell. So we'll probably let her do something green. Yeah, I could see her doing that. Maybe not that color, but certainly that style. I could see. We'll go with this. See, she already has 4 green shirts. So many green shirts that she could be wearing.
Oh! Wow!
Leave the walls up for just a moment longer here. Alright, and he is going to want to go straight into doing homework, but I'm going to have him say goodbye to her since he's the one who actually invited her over. And you know what? It's late enough, Jill. You should probably go. And there were no chimes, so that try for baby did not work. Okay, we're gonna have you have some breakfast. It might seem silly to have them serve a meal when Johnny and Jill are already eating, but that way they have, you know, food in the refrigerator for Jill to get as leftovers when she's hungry. Makes it much easier to take care of children. And it's also useful for the adults occasionally when they are sick, or sometimes during pregnancy, different Sims really struggle with. She wants to gain a skill point. She has several that she could gain. I think I'm gonna have her actually come out here and swim in the pool in the backyard instead of playing a video game, because that will do fun and skill point building. Call and talk to Ophelia or Chloe. I think we'll go with Chloe, since she's his actual daughter. Call the taxi. Go to the junkyard, man. This time you won't get stuck behind the table. It'll be so exciting. Okay, Strangetown junkyard. Yes, that is what we want. She gained her body skill point, so she's happy with that. He's off the phone now, so I'm going to have her call her friend here, Alan. We're going to try to make Johnny some friends, because as a popularity sim, like, he wants to know more people than just his half-sisters and his girlfriend. That's just... it's not enough Sims for him to know. That's all I'm saying. And we're just gonna let him hang out here. And he is playing Don't Wake the Llama here with Blair and David Gibson and Barbara Young and River Smith and Kendall Lawson. But Edward's not really involved in this insanity. Okay. Oh, and Rip Grunt's making... nope. We're gonna have you grill some hot dogs here, Johnny. Go feed your friends. Still doesn't know anybody here. We'll have to have him introduce himself around a little bit. I could just have him get a snack from the vending machine, but that's not Don't Wake the Llama. That's... oh gosh, this is Don't Wake the Llama. Which one is that? I called the game by the wrong name. Shame on me. Alright, we're gonna eat with Edward. Was he farting hearts at Barbara, or was he casting the X's? That's a question. Feeding the homeless teen Sim population out here at the junkyard. Kendall Lawson thinks either he or Rip are attractive. Not sure. I don't think she knows. I think she's confused as well. Good to know. Alright, we're gonna have you work on your friendship with Rip, who... never mind, it's in the bathroom. Alright, now you can go talk to your friend Rip. Punch You Punch Me feels like the most teenage boy thing to play. I was never a teenage boy, but I have brothers, and I remember how they did those things. Oh goodness, I should gussy up to these teens. Like, Barbara, what are you wearing, girl? He is not attracted at all to her. Oh, he found a DJ, which makes him happy. I'm just curious about how his attractions are looking with different people. Oh, he is definitely attracted to Kendall. No, we don't want to subscribe to a magazine. Why? Why are you like this? Yeah, it's just... he's sort of attracted to Ophelia. He's more attracted to Kendall. I do feel like he would like to learn to break dance. Being a music and dance sim, after all. It does seem like something he would be interested in. He doesn't have the want, but, you know... why not? I love the pants that are rolled up part way. And hey, maybe it'll improve his dancing the next time he's dancing at a DJ booth. Wouldn't that be a miracle? Oh dear. The unsavory charlatan is here, ready to cause trouble. Pick people's pockets. Such a creepy weirdo. He has almost learned that breakdancing. Gonna let him finish and then send him home. It is, after all, 11 p.m. It's probably time for him to embrace the concept of curfew. But at least he now has a few more Sims that he can call and talk to and get to know and be friends with. That is always a win. The unsavory charlatan out here, laughing evilly. And I will... Mondays are a little hard to throw a birthday party on, but with Paul being retired, it won't be nearly as bad. So I will be throwing Jill a birthday party when she's in a couple days. I'll probably have him do a swing around with Jill just to get a want satisfied in his want tree there and see if we can't change it up a bit.
Oh.
And she apparently wanted to play with a family member, so that works out well. We'll let them hang out for a few minutes, though. It's good for their relationship, if nothing else. Have him chat with... I don't know. Sullivan. Why not? The other thing is, if we keep him pretty happy, he won't age to the death point as fast. I usually don't extend his life at all. When I'm playing him, I just let him die in the natural way of natural causes. What are you up to? Okay. What do you? Alright, she could use a shower. She also wants to gain another skill point. So I think I'll have her actually come out here and putt. In case you didn't know, the putt-putt thing that they have, this career is a career reward. A number of the houses come with career rewards when you launch them in Strangetown. And it does also, it's the business Execu Putter, increase charisma skill. So she'll be having fun and working on a skill point. Which she does need if she's ever going to get a promotion. Again, I don't know if she'll ever... Oh, and Jill, no, don't go to bed yet. It's too early. You will wake up in the middle of the night and it'll be a problem. I'm going to just have you sit. I might have her serve a meal that's not breakfast. So they have options for leftovers in their fridge. Not that you can't eat breakfast at all times of the day. Wow. And I thought I was bad at mini golf. Now I know. But she did gain her skill point, and now she wants to kiss her husband. So, call that good. We'll have her do some barbecue chicken. Sure, why not? All of Spectre stealing our paper again. You do something other than just lay on the bed, dude. And now you can go to bed. Now it's safe to go to bed.
Huh? Oh, Reb.
And she has Monday off too. Great. It'll make throwing parties so easy. I'll invite her brothers and half-sisters and / Paul's daughters. This family. Ugh. Anyway. And we'll have them try for a baby again. as they go. Still no chimes. Chances are not super high there. Gonna have him shower and then sleep. He can eat in the morning. Like, I know he's hungry. I'm aware, but he needs sleep more. Okay, he is straight. I wasn't expecting anything else, but when you have Sims that are in established relationships, ACR tends to, since all of the established relationships in the game are heterosexual, tends to make them heterosexual. We also need to turn off his stereo or it'll wake him up. That won't be helpful. Ah, glad I remembered. That's the problem with having the music off in the game. You don't remember that you have a stereo running. She wants to gain a skill point again. I might have her actually come out and play with the execuputter. Why not? I try to establish them with, like, as toddlers and children with a variety of skill points, just because it is good for them when they get to high school and college. So I'm going to have her, because, you know, when you're parents and you've got children and teens in your house, you should probably not wander around in your underwear. Not to judge anybody's parenting stuff or anything, but, you know, getting dressed when you've got younger humans around is probably the wiser choice. And Johnny, being a teenage boy, is still not awake. Actually, it's because he got home so late last night and he was so tired, but we'll pretend it's because he was a teenage boy sleeping in on a Sunday. And I'm just gonna have her come over here and call her friend. Stop day drinking. We're gonna do this when their needs are in better shape and see if that helps. I don't know if it actually does or not. Oh, and we do have a gardener hired. Did I tell him to serve that? Apparently, he decided to. I don't know what's going on there. He was hungry, and he was like, I'm going to have some crepes with jam. At least that's what that looks like to me. You're not that hungry, Jill, but, you know, whatever. Still no joy there. They may have to adopt. Our job is so and she's off to work. What is his lifetime want? And take the journalism career. 1. I'll have him call a friend. He needs a creativity skill point. Okay. He wants to irritate Tank. Well, Tank is not available for irritating right now. Go ahead and tell your daughter a joke. It'll be fun for everybody. Ah, he managed to become best friends with her. Good. It is hilarious, though, that he wants to marry off 6 children because the chances that Chloe, who is a romance sim, will get married are very low. Romance sims do not get married very often. Okay, you can leave the kitchen so that Johnny can finish making his food.
Voilà.
What are you laughing at, Paul? What's going on? Alright. The city endures 2 unexpected deaths in the same day. World-renowned astrophysicist Greg Oriachi was killed by a falling satellite, of course. Later that day, the sleazy yet beloved actor James the Coach Magruder finally succumbed to old age. Unfortunately for Jenny, there's only enough room in the paper for one obituary, and the family and fans of both Oriachi and Magruder are demanding their respective death to be honored in print. Who should Jenny write about? Given that she is married to an alien, I feel like we're gonna go with that one. Alright, so Jenny was never really a fan of Magruder, mostly because the man really wasn't that great of an actor. The obituary write-up for Oriachi proceeds smoothly until one of the senior editors walks in and tells Jenny to write about Magruder instead. There isn't enough time to write about Magruder, and now there isn't enough to finish Oriachi's obituary, leaving both families unhappy. The paper looks bad, and to make amends, Jenny is ordered to pay 300 simoleons of her personal money to pay a competing paper to write both obituaries. Well. Could have been worse. At least she didn't get fired. What is her daily salary anyway? Oh, she'll make it back. It'll be fine. No, we don't want you sleeping. You can go here and sit, though. Okay. Well, I think I'll auto woo. Oh, and he's just gonna make the bed. And of course, General Buzz is now stealing their paper as well. We love that. You, no, are gonna sit on the couch. Don't talk to your little sister about woohoo. Johnny! Also, no day drinking for you. You are a teenager. Stop it. Okay, great. You can have some spaghetti. Go for it. What is this? Okay. How do these things happen? Please tell me. Of course he is. Well, I'm gonna have her come upstairs then. Just... ACR. Okay, and actually, it is now late enough that you can definitely go to bed. I think I'm gonna have to have them adopt.
activity. Oops, Wab. Usha, Pranir, don't.
Oh, he wants to gain a skill point. That's new. You know what? We'll let you go swim. And she also wants to gain a skill point. Good. We'll have her continue to work on those charisma skills she needs. Unless she gains her cooking skill point, which she's not close enough. That's fine. Because she does have the day off today. And of course he's retired, so he always has the day off.
Oh,
And I will cheat to satisfy her have baby want with the adoption. When the social worker arrives with our adoptee. Just because they're kind of the same. They're enough the same that it's worth acknowledging. And Jill will be growing up into a teenager today. So I'll have Paul probably throw the party. I might have Jenny throw the party since she knows more of the people we'd be inviting. The reason you were swimming, Paul, was to gain a body skill point. Why did you stop? Which reminds me, I was going to change her lifetime want to something more likely to happen. Okay. We're going to have her do graduate children from college instead. And I realized I still have not figured out her hobby. She's usually arts and crafts. So we will see if there's anything arts and craftsy she can do here. You know, she does also need to gain creativity skill points for her job. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna buy them an easel. Put it on the back porch here. Oh, and the adoptee will be arriving any time now. I'm gonna have him go water those though. They look a little... We are gonna do a child, random, and random. It looks like we have an Alan Smith here. Let's just pause and take a quick look at him. Dressed in blue. Cute little guy. Looks like he's got brown eyes, maybe gray eyes, but he wants to make a friend, buy a telescope, buy a game, and buy a lemonade stand, those are the standard-ish wants that they have. And we're just going to put him in this room here, be his bedroom. There's nothing in it right now, but that's okay. We will be able to get it decorated here for him in just a second. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is arts and crafts. Okay. He has a very limited amount of that, obviously. Now that this is back, we can decorate his room. He needs a bed. And considering this family's finances, unfortunately, he's going to end up with pretty thoroughly inexpensive items, but that's okay. Inexpensive is not necessarily a bad thing. It is just inexpensive. He is a blue boy. He's definitely wearing blue right now. Ooh, but I like that a lot. That works. That works. Okay, and then he needs a desk chair. That'll work just fine. And a desk. This one I would give him, but it's clearly a creativity one. So we'll go with that one. And he also needs a dresser. Oh yeah, and this game doesn't have IKEA stuff. That makes the cheap dressers harder to do for sure. We can give him a locker, I suppose. And then he needs, gotta give him a toy box, and he wants to buy a game, so there you have the two cheapest games in the, I don't know why that's considered a games item. I'm so confused by that. Okay, good enough. That's a start. That's a start. Without, you know, breaking their family budget. If he turns out to not be a science sim, it'll just stay with the household and that's fine. Okay, and that did. It already satisfied her have a child want, which is great. And now they both want to have 10 children. That is not happening. There's just no way that they could have 10 kids. Sorry. I don't know what story he's telling, but it sounds exciting. It sounds like he was talking about being attacked by seagulls. Oh, goodness. Oh, Johnny brought a friend home. Yeah, I'll probably wait until 2. Okay, and oh goodness, I'm gonna throw a birthday party. Okay, and we're gonna invite her brothers and why not Ophelia as well. Yeah, I was assuming I was gonna have to teleport people. Oh, and there's Rip Brett. Probably. What is Rip? Where did? Huh? I know I didn't invite him. And she brought a new friend home. Who did she bring? Brooke. Or Brooke. Alright. And she's an A+ student, so she's happy about that. Come on, kiddo. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, Laszlo. Forgot that he was pregnant. I'm gonna have her blow out her candles early in this experience because if it gets close to 6 and it goes over, then you have a terrible party. Nobody has fun. And we don't want that. We want them to have a good time. And of course, dance party at work. Workday feels long and no one seems to be working well. A coworker suggests a mid-work 5-minute dance party, and several people begin dancing with no music playing. Should Johnny join the spontaneous idea or remain seated in case it's a miserable failure? Oh, Johnny's absolutely going to join. He's forced to pay a fine because he turned on actual music for their silent dance party. Okay, and now we're going to discuss very briefly how we do teens, the actual age up here, once she actually ages up. cute outfit. I like it. Doesn't happen very often. Obviously, we're going to be gussing up her hair. Alright, so I am well aware that there is based on their astrological sign, a specific whatever that they're supposed to get, etc., etc. I don't do that. I just use a random number generator and generate a number between 1 and 6, and that is what they end up with. So, mostly because if I give them all, like, the pre-chosen one, and she's apparently a family sim, she got a 5, if I give them all the ones that the game chooses for them, I don't know. You end up, especially if you're replaying neighborhoods that you've played many times before, you end up with Sims who are exactly the same every time. And I get bored with that, so I'm adjusting it for myself. So yeah, she's gonna be a family sim. I've never had her be a family sim before that I can remember. Apparently she's turned off by creative Sims and turned on by sporty Sims, which is super funny because she's a film and literature hobby, which you think would make creative Sims something that she'd be excited about, but apparently not. And I'm okay with her turn-ons. Okay, now we have to decide. Are we going to grow up? I'm not going to grow up Brooke. They just met, but Alan, I think I will grow her up to a teen at the same time. Her attractions are going to be no clue. I think if she's straight, bi, who knows? I don't mind it being a ponytail. Oh, that's cute. I like that one. We're gonna go with that one. She's wearing brown, so she's gonna be made over from a pink girly to a brown girly, which was not something I would have anticipated for her. But that's cute. I like it. That's so much better. Oh my goodness. Again, this is like the most sad beige mom teenage girl room. But you know what? That's what she likes. It's what she's wearing. It's what she's happy with. She is going to get her own TV though, because she's a film and literature hobbyist. Probably her room is so small I'm probably not going to put down a carpet. But I will give her a little bit of wall art of some kind. So we'll put it in this corner by the TV. There we go. Just a little bit of decoration for her room. Really, you guys? Is now the time, I ask you. I ask you. Okay, well, whatever. And also, probably don't really want you to have you go talk to Buck Grunt. Okay, so the party is upgraded to not bad. And there are the chimes. So we're gonna have a baby as well. That's okay. I'm not sorry that we adopted Alan. He is a great addition to this insane family. Please don't be attracted to your uncle. That's not normal or healthy. Like, why don't you recognize him as family? I told you to use the toilet. Family. Such a mess. So it was a good party. Oh, never mind. Johnny's no longer in the middle of something because Ophelia is sleeping. Well, that works out fine. So he's gonna go do his homework and then go to sleep. Not a science sim. Who will still let him gain his logic skill points since he has absolutely no skill points due to being an adoptee.
Saluk?
I should try to get her a chair. She's watching ER. Alright, and this is the last night, so they will be... Alright, here we are, 6 a.m. on Tuesday, which means it's time to head back out to the neighborhood for the next family in the round. Got a lot done in this round. Jill, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Jill aged up into a teen. Alan was adopted by the family. Jenny managed to get pregnant at last after adopting. And, you know, a lot of things happening with this family. A lot of things will be happening in the next round as well. Johnny got a job. All kinds of stuff. So, back out to the neighborhood we go. And hopefully you all have a good week. Enjoy your game. Enjoy your real life. I'm off to do real life now. And I'll see you again next week.